Let's look at simplifying the negative root. So any number with a negative root, we call it an imaginary number because it does not normally exist. So let's get started and let's see how we simplify. So if you find something like this as your negative root, like this, how do you simplify it? So to simplify it using the complex numbers method, you have to change this one. This one is a negative one, so if you can multiply by a negative one, you will have a negative 4. So continuing with this one, we'll change the negative one, it's j square. So as you can see from the bottom where it is written formula, you can go straight down, you will see that it's written by the corner there's an dark yellow or orange, which shows that j square is negative 1. So we'll change the negative 1 to j square like this, and then we'll split. You have to split. So if you can split like this, which is allowed, we have something like this. Then from here you can, the square root of j is j, and then 2j root 4, it's 2, and then you answer like so. If you come across a problem like this, you will deal with it like this as a complex number. Let's check the first one as it is given here. As you can see, the root 5 does not have a square root, so root 5, it's not, the square root of root 5 is not perfect, so that's what I mean. So changing this, we have negative 1 and then the 5 as well outside. So splitting this, first of all, changing the negative 1, you'll have something like j square multiplied by 5, and then separating this one, you'll have something like j so what is j square? Square root of j square, it's j, so you'll have something like this as so this is the answer for the first one. So let's simplify this, starting by this negative 3, writing negative 3 as it is, and then the square root of this one. You can split it like this, as you can see by the corner there as an example. You can do it like that, and so from there you negative 3, and then changing the negative 1, you change it to I square, then multiply by 9, and then you'll have something like negative 3 plus j. You separating the j square and the 9, and then from here you will -3, and then the j square, it will be j, and then the 9, it will be 3. So rearranging this one, you have something like -3 plus 3j. So this is the answer. As you can see, if you have a root and then you convert it to it. So let's look at the second one. So this one is negative as a root of 16, so we have something like -16 as it's you can see. So I have -16, then changing -16, you'll have something like a -1, -1, and then you'll have a 16 aside. So, and then you have, as you can see, you can split this answer as this j, and then with this 16, then from this point we have something like j. What is the square root of j? It's j. So what is the square root of 16? It's 4. You write for and then this is 5j as the answer. So let's see, let's see this one. This one is similar the way it's to the one with the 9. So as you can see, you have changing this one, you have 7 plus and then square root of, so taking the -1 as a common factor to the 25 or something like that. So changing the -1, you have something like I square, because -1 it's I square according to the, and then splitting this one, you have something like 7 plus square root of j square and square root of 25, and then from there you have 7 plus the j square, it's j, and then it's 25, it's 5. So rearranging this one, you have something like 7 plus, so this is the answer. Okay, let's see the next or the last one. This is the last one. Okay, we are given something like -32 plus 1, square root of -32 plus 1. So splitting this one, you have something like -1, then 32. What is 32? Let's just write 32 plus 1. Okay, you know -1 it's j square, so 32 is like 2 times 16, and then plus 1, and then putting each and every term or every value to its square root, you have something like this, and then plus 1, then you'll have something like the square root of j, square root of 2, it says square root of 2, square root of 16, it's 4, and then plus 1. And rearranging this one, you can write it as 4. square root of 2j, then plus 1. So this is it. So that's this is not. Let's deal with the last one. This one, as you can see, it's like a fraction in a form of a fraction. A fraction. Yes. So to split this one, first of all, negative into, then the negative one is a common factor, you take it aside, and you have 81. So if you multiply negative 1 by 81 or 81 by negative 1, you have negative 81. So same thing. So you can also split this 9 like this. And then over 9, then we have something like 9 over 9, negative 9 over 9 is negative 1. So right here inside the brackets you'll have something like j square, because negative 1 is j square, and then you'll have 81 divided by 9. And then you'll have something like negative 1, negative, separating this one, you have something like j square multiplied by square root of 8, 1 divided by 9. So 81, negative 81, so you'll have j, you'll have 8, then divided by 8, not 8, it's 9, the square root of 81, it's 9. So as you can see, the 9 will cancel out, so we have something like this as a final answer, negative 1 and negative j. So this is the final answer. Okay, that's it for simplifying the negative roots.